Namaste children. In the last session we have learned two market conditions. One is perfect competition and monopoly. Both are not so realistic, we have seen, because under perfect competition we have seen that there are large number of buyers and sellers. Homogeneous products, whatever they produce, are identical and homogeneous, and there is freedom of entry and exit, there is no transportation cost, free mobility of the factories of production. So we felt that some of the features are not so realistic. There is no transportation cost, free mobility of the factories of production, etc. And regarding under monopoly also, the monopoly also not so realistic. So we can only rarely we can find the examples of this. So, and in the real situation we can see a market structure where it is neither monopoly nor perfect competition. There is a mix of both competition and monopoly. That is monopolistic competition. So we are learning now monopolistic competition. Yes, what is meant by monopolistic competition? Like the earlier market situations, we have to see what are the features of monopolistic competition. First point is that there are fairly large number of sellers. Or you used to see in some textbook there are large number of buyers and sellers also. But it is better to say fairly large number of sellers, or there are many producers or sellers are there. Fairly large number of sellers or producers, or we can say there are many sellers or producers, and several or large number of buyers are there. And fairly large number, we say about 25, 30, 60, 70, 75, like that. A large number is there. That is why the one producer cannot influence too much regarding the price of the product. If one producer is raising the price of the commodity, you can see that the consumer will shift from that producer to another producer. Why? There are enough availability of close substitutes are there, because all these producers are producing closer substitutes even though they are not so identical and homogeneous. Close substitutes are available there, so one producer cannot fully control the price of the commodity. What is the reason? That we will study later on. So there are close substitutes. First one, there are many producers are there, or there are fairly large number of producers or sellers are there, and several large number of buyers are there. And second point is that there are closer substitutes for these products under monopolistic competition. And third point is product differentiation, that I will explain after explaining this. And fourth point is that there is freedom of entry and exit. Freedom of entry, like perfect competition, in the long run, if monopolistic competition making that firm is making profit, abnormal profit, new firms will enter into the industry. That means that new firms will start to produce that commodity because of the abnormal profit. Because of the abnormal profit, new firms will come into the industry and they will start the production of the commodity. When they are producing the same commodity, that means that they are entering into that industry. If they are incurring loss, some of the firms will leave that industry. Then selling cost. Selling cost means in order to sell these products under monopolistic competition, the advertisement is very essential. Advertisement and salesmanship for the promotion of the commodities. That is why the average cost curve will shift little more up because of the selling cost. That is another feature of monopolistic competition. Let us see what is meant by the product differentiation. That is, the consumers feel that one product is different from another product. Majority of the items we find in the market, in the real life, they come under the monopolistic competition. So first point, we can see how product is different from other. First one is that there is real differences are there. Real differences. How do you feel the real differences from one product to another product? Here we can take the example soaps. I have written some soaps which are produced in India. Suppose soaps are there. Suppose the Mysore sandal we are taking, and we feel that the ingredient used in the Mysore sandal, maybe the more from the name we feel that is Mysore sandal, that is using more sandal oil is used. And regarding the Chandrika soap, they feel that the more they are using the coconut oil along with several other medicinal items. Then the sandoor soap. Here in the sandoor soap also they are utilizing the coconut, the sandoor soap also they are utilizing the sandal oil and the turmeric, because the name is itself is that sandalwood, sandal and turmeric, it is written there. So that is why maybe they are using sandal. According to their description, it is written that they are using sandal oil and the turmeric also using. So this may be the real differences. What is the real differences? So say from several other commodities also we feel the bread, what you buy the bread, and in the bread also they feel that whatever the ingredients they are using, there some sweet bread is there, or the bread which is used with a special wheat is there. So you know that you started to feel one is different from another. What is the real differences? Nuts they may be using, some other products they are using. Regarding biscuits also, did you find that some biscuits they are using more chocolate powder, using nuts they are using, milk they are using, some real differences are there. And some biscuits you feel that it is different only because of some imaginary differences may be there. That is a coming to second point. There may be the imaginary differences. What is imaginary differences? Regarding imaginary differences, we feel that because of the size of the packet, or the shape of the packet, or the color of the packet, you feel that this is better than the other one, or size or color. And regarding the soap itself, some is green in color. Sindoor soap you take this, that is a green in color. What about the packet color? That is about some maroon reddish color, that is packet is there. Because of that color you may be attracted, or you start to buy that commodity. Regarding medimix also green in color, like that. So some colors it will be attracted by the consumer, that is why they will buy the commodity. Or the real differences also may be there, that is why you feel that whatever you are using, that is perfumes it is used there, or the medicinal contents used there, that is the real differences we feel. But you started to feel that this soap is different from the other because of the size of the soap, or the color of the soap, or the shape of the soap, or the packet, or the trademark. Trademark also we can use along with the imaginary condition, because that only by seeing the trademark people feel that this good is better than the other one, or this good is not so standardized than the other one, like that. You started to compare or differentiate one product to another product. So that is a trademark. This trademark also you can take into the imaginary, or separately you can write, because of the trademark used in that particular product, maybe the biscuit or maybe the clothing items. Because of the trademark you started to feel that this is better than the other one. And coming to the fourth point, it is all about the location of the shop and personality of the shopkeeper, attitude of the shopkeeper, and the services rendered by the shopkeeper. All this will influence the consumers. So regarding the location of the shop, what about the location of the shop? Whether it is near proximity to you, or it is far away from you. Some of the consumers want to buy the commodities from the nearest shop. It is easier. That is why some of them may want to go far away and buy, because they feel that in that shop only the better products are sold. Or some of the consumers feel that some other shop which is so convenient, so comfortable to buy the commodities or select the commodities, that is why you go to that shop. So that is the location of the shop is important, and the personality and the attitude of the shopkeeper is also very important. Yes, if you buy the clothing items, or if you buy some commodities where more selection we needed, suppose that shopkeeper's attitude is like that, you can select, you can choose whatever you want, you can choose, no problem. Whatever items you want to see, I will show you, or that my employees will show you, like that he says it is very comfortable. So attitude of the shopkeeper, personality of the shopkeeper also attract points regarding the consumers. Then the services rendered by, so location of the shop, the personality of the shopkeeper, attitude of the shopkeeper. Then what are the services rendered by the shopkeeper? Services, What are the services? They will say that suppose regarding the durable products, as you buy the commodity from here, we will give you, if it is in repairment we need or any replacement we need, we will do that in our own cost, it is free of cost, like that. Or they will say that you needed the commodity, we will give you the commodity at your door itself, that is there is no transportation cost we need, our vehicle will carry the product and give you. So some services also may be rendered by the producers or the sellers. You feel that to buy the commodities from this shop is better than the other shop, and so these are the points we can see that regarding the features of monopolistic competition. So under monopolistic competition, we have seen there are fairly large number of sellers or producers. That means there are many producers. And second point is that there are closer substitutes. Under monopolistic competition, the products are closer substitutes. You can substitute one good for the other product. And third point is very important, that is a product differentiation. You feel that the product sold by one producer or the seller is different from other product because of the realistic difference, or because of the imaginary difference, or because of the particular shop and shopkeeper's attitude. And fourth point is that the freedom of entry and exit, because of abnormal profit you are attracted, or because incurring of loss you may stop production of that particular commodity, and there is selling cost also there. So I hope you understood regarding the features of monopolistic competition. Next we can study more about the monopolistic competition and the average revenue curve and marginal revenue curve of the monopolistic competition. Thank you, children.